Cassidy, one of your Indianapolis Colts cheerleaders, and you're watching the Bleav in Colts podcast.
Welcome back to Bleav in Colts. I'm Lawrence Owen. With me, as usual, are my guys, Rodney Mcleod, Jerraud Powers, and today we are going to be going over and previewing this week's game against the Las Vegas Raiders. That's another one of those teams that is very difficult for me to actually say the city name first because of the changes that has happened, right? It's like Chargers and the Rams and, so many teams move around so much. But I'll tell you what, their stadium is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. I like it too.
Love it. Yeah. I just want to say basketball is back. BetOnline remains your number one source for all your sports betting needs this season. You'll always find the latest odds, team matchup info, player news, and game trends at BetOnline as your continued source for all sports wagering information. BetOnline features live betting, free contests, and giveaways all season long. Always the fastest and easiest way to bet on your favorite sports and events, whether it's NFL, NBA, NHL, MMA, tennis, boxing, even golf. Head to betonline.ag to receive your 50% welcome bonus with your first deposit. Make sure to use promo code Bleav, that's BLEAV, to receive your rewards. BetOnline, where the game starts. So we got two teams coming in together that have just had really disappointing seasons this year. The Indianapolis Colts 3-5-1 after their debacle against the Patriots, and the Raiders losing to Jacksonville 27-20. They're sitting at 2-6. Let's face it, guys. This is a game that at the beginning of the year during preseason, you looked at it and you go, this is going to be a heck of a game to watch or play. And now you're looking at it going, there's 5 wins between the two teams. What is something that could get fans excited about watching this game upcoming? Jerraud?
Let us go out there and throw a couple bombs and we catch it and score some touchdowns. That's what's going to get fans excited. Score some points. That's what we need to do. Obviously the record's not what we want to be. Obviously us, firing our head coach is not where we wanted to be. But you look at both of these teams, man, and it's still some great players on both rosters. So I expect it to be a well-played game, a hard-fought game. Rodney and the defense is going to have to play lights out, or the Raiders are capable of putting up points. I mean, we know the Raiders of the past. We know Derek Carr and all those boys, the weapons, Darren Waller and Devante Adams and all those guys. I don't think their record speaks to the type of team that they have. Like I said, if defensively we go out there without the right mentality, these guys can hang 40 on us. They got that type of star power. You got a good running back in Josh Jacobs. You got some weapons that you're going to have to really game plan for. So even though the records is not what we need it to be for both teams, I still think this is going to be a high quality matchup. But we're on offense. For us, we're going to have to score some points if we want these fans to get back excited, man. I think the defense has been doing is the best that they can possibly do all season. So maybe with Jeff coming in, I'm pretty sure he's going to be calling his buddy Peyton for every advice possible to try to get this offense going and different advice and stuff like that. If we can come out there in that first drive with the offense, if we can put up 7, I think the fans will be fine after that.
All right. Rodney, what's the defensive mindset right here? Who is the main guy to defend against, do you think, against with this Raiders offense? Because they got so many. He named all these guys: Renfro, Adams, Waller, Jacob.
Man, I forgot about Renfro.
You gotta have your attention on everybody, but it's hard not to notice 17 out there for sure. You have to know where he's at all times, where he's lined up. You saw what he did last week in the first half alone. I think he had about 100 receiving yards early in that game, and we have to minimize that. Josh Jacobs stopping the run. He's a great runner, runs behind his pads, has the ability, man, to take it the distance, good power. So, and then you talk about Hunter Renfrow in the slot. My guy, Mac Hollins, that I played with in Philly, man, he's an under radar guy, but he's sneaky. And so then you got the tight end Waller, whether he plays or not. But I mean, across the board, every position on that field is top notch and got some guys that can go. And so for us, man, we have to bring our best. Nothing changes. At the end of the day, for us, man, we understand the task at hand. It's a great challenge for us. Probably like one of the best, to be honest, that we face this year. Literally from the XZ slot, tight end, and running back position, and quarterback. Derek Carr can also pass the ball. And so we're going to have to step up in a major way and show up.
Man, going into this game, obviously, head coach out. You got Jeff Saturday in. I don't want to say it might feel like the beginning of a season, like something new, because it's a different energy now that we're going to be coming out of the locker room with, hitting that field with. What's probably one thing that you kind of looking forward to going to this week? I remember me as a player, man. I used to hate the bad losses. Like a New England, like the past New England game. A loss like that, man, I couldn't wait to get back to practice, to just get that feeling out of my system and get to Sunday. And I used to tell people all the time, like, man, the only thing I hate about football is you got to wait 7 more days to play the next game. So what's the feeling right now that you're having personally about this week and getting to Sunday to play the Raiders?
Yeah, man, my mindset is really – it was like that the moment I got on the plane and just having conversations with guys. And it was like, look, it's a new season. And this is before the coaching change happened yesterday. But at the end of the day, man, we got 7 opportunities left, 7 or 8 opportunities left, whatever it is, right? I can't even think. But that's it. And like when you really think about it, that's all we're guaranteed. And we just treat it as a new season, man. It's a short season. It's like college. Like we got 7 of these things, and we're gonna go ahead and check off everyone off the box as we go through to give ourselves a chance to make it. It's playoff mode right now. Like that, it's simple as that. And that gets me going. That's enough for me to motivate me, to drive me, you know what I'm saying, when I come back in the building on Wednesday, knowing like this is a 1-game season every week. Like, we've been saying it, but no, it's like it's true now. It's getting to that point in the season where we got to make this run, and we got the guys that can get it done. But we gotta Bleav. We gotta keep everything tight, and we gotta go out there and just work, man, and grind and put it all on the line. That it's that simple. And so when I really thought about that, and that's where my frame of mind is, and really preaching that to the guys, like, man, we could do this. It's just 7,
sure.
like. You know what I'm saying? Like, want to go home. That's it. And I like that.
I like it. And going into this game, and just off of the past games that we've played, what's one thing you think defensively we need to get better at? Even though we've been playing good football, I know we haven't been perfect by any means. So what's one thing that you've seen on film that you think that as a whole we can get better at defensively to even help our team even more to make sure we win this game this week?
Man, it really comes down to just turnovers, I think, for us. You see them, we haven't been as consistent, as we go game to game. And last week, like I said, we got 1, but we had an opportunity at 2 more. Right. And we have to really keep our minds on the football. And that starts at practice, and it translates over into the game. So I think for us, if there's a next step for us, it's the turnovers. It's man, keeping them to 10. I mean, you see teams doing it, right? Like right now, we got to figure out, how do we not even let them cross the 50? You feel me? Like, how do we get to that? How do we get to that level? And then how do we create turnovers? Because that's what it is right now. That's what it's going to take. Like, we got to challenge ourselves, and it might not seem realistic, but we got to strive for it. Right.
Got you.
Absolutely.
Got you. Got to be dominant. I got you.
Dominant.
Thank you for watching Bleav in Colts with myself, Jerraud Powers, and Rodney Mcleod. please don't forget to smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. Tag that notification bell so that you are notified next time we upload a video, because there's a minimum 3 a week every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If there's other ways that you would like to support this channel, check out the description of this video for ways you can check out the merch shop, follow us on social media, and then, of course, a donation link. All support is welcome. Let's get back to the show. Those are great questions, great answers. My big question is, coming into this game, Jerraud, with the new head coach being, known as, that emotional leader, offensive line, do you think he finds a way to get the most out of the offensive line and get this running game and stuff like that going to help this defense so that they're not on the field so much?
I think he's just going to try to help the offensive line. Even though he wants to help the defense, I think right now Jeff probably is just trying to worry about fixing that offensive line and letting all the other assistants, be their own head coach in their room. You got to think, like Jeff, like you said, he has no experience at doing any of this. So I think he's probably really focusing on trying to help that offensive line and fix the issues and making sure that we have some type of running game, because that's the only thing that's going to help Sam at the end of the day. If we're not able to run the ball and we're going to ask Sam to win the game throwing the ball, it's not going to happen. We're going to need our run game to come to life and be dominant like we know it to be. Jeff is going to do everything that he possibly can, but there's no guarantee that he's going to fix stuff overnight. So, like I said, I think he's going to rely heavy on his assistant coaches really taking onus and being head coaches themselves of their room, going out there on Sunday and hopefully everybody putting it together and it works. One thing I'm kind of excited to see Jeff on this Jeff Sunday is just what's his attire going to be on the sideline. Is he going to look like NFL, ESPN reporter Jeff, or how is he going to look as Coach Jeff? I'm kind of excited to see this new image of Jeff, because I haven't really put a visualization on him, like what would he look like as a head coach just on the sideline, his gear and everything. So me knowing Jeff as a player, he was a sharp dresser as a player. Don't get me wrong, but I'm kind of excited to see just that aura and how he presents himself and carry himself on the sideline. Because like you said, he's an emotional leader, Rodney. Like, he's a guy that he's going to voice his opinion. He's going to get guys riled up. He's going to get guys ready to go. And I'm excited to see that energy on the sideline, just how it looks, with him as the head of the team.
Rodney, have you met Jeff Saturday? Was there a time when Jeff showed up? I know that he's showed up for speaking points and stuff like that there with the team. I didn't know if he's
training camp.
All right.
It was for a quick second. Coach let him speak to us. I think it was after one of our walkthroughs before the day got started. So it was good to just hear from a great player like Jeff. And like I said, don't know too much about him. Obviously, remember him from back in the day, seeing clips, and there's one surfacing that I've seen on Twitter, him and Peyton getting into it. So that just shows me everything that I need to know. And I guess, and then they had a big man stepped in too.
Big Tariq, yeah.
Big Tariq, yeah. I said, man, that's
leadership.
Intense. That's intense, and that's true leadership right there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Before we go off, I got a funny story about Jeff. So 2009, we're getting ready to go to the Super Bowl, Rodney, and I'm pretty sure y'all did the same thing. So before we left to go to the Super Bowl site in Miami, you have a big team meeting. I know with us, they told everybody to bring their significant others and all this to this team meeting so everybody can hear the itinerary, the plans, and everything going. So I remember Bill Polian was our GM, and he's a Hall of Fame GM, one of the greatest GMs to, touch a football. But he gets up there and he's like, hey, we're going to do this on Monday. We're going to do this on Tuesday. Wednesday curfew is this. Thursday curfew is that. And Peyton interrupts him and was just like, oh, no, we're not going to do that. Hey, curfew, I know you said it was at 1. but it's going to be at 11 at this night, and it's going to be at 12 on this. Like Peyton, you know, and Bill's like, all right, yeah, we'll discuss it. We'll talk about it. And then Peyton, but then Peyton also said, so when we went to the Super Bowl, all the players was on one floor and they had another floor for all family.
Yeah.
But Bill was like, hey, if you're married, your wife can just stay with you in your own room because everybody know how expensive the rooms and stuff get, you know, for Super Bowl. So Peyton interrupts him again, like, nah, we're not doing that. You know, I don't want no family, no kids, none of that on our floor. You know, they can go to another hotel or get another floor. So Jeff, ironically, I'm sitting by Jeff and his wife. And when they said that, because everybody already knew the plans going forward, because I had already told, you know, my fiance, my wife now, fiance at the time, like, hey, yeah, we're not going to have to buy too many rooms. Like, you get to stay with us, whatever the case may be. But Jeff's wife was by him, and she looked at him and was just like, you're not going to say nothing? And Jeff was like, what the hell do you want me to say? That's Peyton and Tia. Like, what do you want me to say? So that's Jeff. Like, he's a great leader, great guy, but he's also a guy that knows how to follow and knows the basic fundamental principles of what it takes, you know, to be a leader. But no, Jeff's going to be a great guy. I hope he does a great job.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
Absolutely.
Dang, Peyton, boy.
Hey, Peyton said, nah,
none of that going on.
We ain't doing none of that. Wednesday curfew at 11.
So
the wife really not staying with me or kids, boy.
No, none of that.
When they say that Peyton Manning actually ran the team, they weren't lying about that. I mean,
that was just that one instance. But Peyton was right though. You didn't want kids running on the floor, family going all crazy. Because, you know, it's hard. I've never walked in Peyton's shoes, but obviously Peyton can't go anywhere without somebody stopping him, asking him for this, asking him for that. So players definitely need their privacy when they're at the hotel. So
okay, all right.
And you only get one shot at that Super Bowl.
Yeah,
no question.
Yeah. So you got to keep your mind focused on the task at hand.
Yep.
Speaking of the task at hand, we have the Colts and Raiders this Sunday. It's time, I believe, to make our predictions for the game. First thing I'm going to say is we talked about on the last episode about McDaniel's, you know, job may be a little bit hot. After what's happened with the Indianapolis Colts and all the firings, if the Raiders lose this game, it's going to be really bad in Vegas. I'm going to tell you that much. Really, really bad. And I am hoping and praying that the Indianapolis Colts walk out of this with a win. All right. Be awesome. Continue to see the defense play lights out football, even against the Raiders. Like you said, Rodney, this offense has been, you know, they got so much talent. They just haven't lived up to that talent yet. Let's not have this be the game where they do that. Right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Rodney, what's your Rodney.
Yeah.
Are we winning this game?
Man, I'm foreseeing a win, you know, from the Colts. We coming up big out in Vegas, man. We're gonna do it right and enjoy that long ride, you know, back to Indy.
Absolutely. I mean, we got 8 games left. We could finish out 11 and 5-1. That'd be
there's a lot of football left.
Yeah, still a lot of football left. Absolutely. Jerraud, what's your prediction?
On the road, long trip. I think with everything that's happening, we have some Colts magic. Jeff finds a way. We get a victory. And I'm going to say 24-21. We win on a last-second field goal.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. The Indianapolis Colts history with the Raiders. Raiders always play us tough. It doesn't matter if they're having a good season, a bad season, doesn't matter. Ever since Derek Carr broke his leg against us, he has really done very well against our defense. Now I'm hoping that this year is a different story. We got a lot of new players playing a lot better than we have in years past. So I think that we still will be able to give the Raiders problems on offense. But the problem is I have zero faith in our own offense right now. And until we can see our offense get out there, see what Jeff Saturday could do with the offensive line, get some protection, get the run game going. I can't go with the Colts in this game. I hope, I pray, I want the Colts to win, but if I'm going to be honest, I got the Raiders 17, Colts 10.
Another low scoring game, huh?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep. But prove me wrong, Rodney. Prove me wrong, please.
I got you.
All right. With that being said, this was Bleav in Colts, going over the preview of the Raiders-Colts game this coming Sunday. That was Rodney Mcleod and Jerraud Powers. I'm Lawrence Owen, and until next time, as usual, go Colts.
Do you Bleav?